As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, still looking. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Lining up for the PAT. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Touch pass on the right. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Card. Coming after him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Spin, still running. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from...
Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking for a man. It's Card. Fires to the big fella.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Getting some heat. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. Touchdown, Spartans! The special teams with a special moment. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. That's such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Kickoff team takes the field after the punt return for the touchdown. Let's see what they've got in coverage now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Love. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Wide out in motion. He's gonna pass. Steps away. He's looking on the right side. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan State!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Love. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Makes the quick grab. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Holding.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. Gonna run it. It's McCoby. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a...
Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Buys a little extra time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50+, and he did it with ease.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's
running toward the tape. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Oh, the sweet feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sparty.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more experience.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. On the move, it's Foster. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, that is a play that this kid is going to learn from, and they're going to coach him up to never do that again. A righty cannot roll to his left and throw it back into the middle of the field. Your accuracy goes way down. Your timing is way off. It is just too easy for the defense to come away there with the pick.
To the air, it's Card. Extending the play. Trying to, and the ball slipped out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Moving out of the pocket. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Spartans. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Love. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. 2 quarters down in the Quick Lane Bowl. A couple of teams who have battled their way here in the bowl season looking to bring home some hardware for the trophy case. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Quick Lane Bowl.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. they didn't get it off in time, it'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Steps away to find some room. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. And the Spartans are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Michigan State! And the route is on. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Love. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. A 3rd down try for the offense. To the air, it's Card. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Fires downfield. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Sparty! And the beatdown has ensued.
great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the returner will be dragged down. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's a draw. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And they got him for the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Spartans. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Fires complete on the crosser. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackle and wrap up from the junior. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Card. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buying some time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? He wants it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move. Touchdown, Michigan State! And the punishment has been extended.
You get down here in the red zone, you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Quick timeout by the... to make sure everyone has the same call. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on second and long from the 9. Dropping back, it's Card. He tosses one high and deep down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And the Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Going for 6. Touchdown, Sparty! And the pummeling has started.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
They'll immediately call. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that will be in the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been